There we go. Oh, did it work? Did not work? Let's confirm this. Okay, good. It is working. Okay, because it kind of went into its little state of buffering again, and that generally means that it's not running anymore. Well, there we go. Hello, and welcome back to another episode of our Fun and Fancy Chemical Exchange here today. And as you guys can probably see, judging by all the trees and chests behind me, I did a couple things. If you guys remember in the last episode that we had, we needed a lot more EMC, and apples were obviously the way to go. So, that's exactly what I did. I got us apples. But we also needed mobs. Just for the stupid deep learning and everything. And yes, I did kind of say stupid right there, but it is annoying. So I made us a proper mob farm. Now, as you guys may have guessed, well, that guy dying like that wasn't really supposed to happen. But it works pretty efficiently. We smack whatever's here. And anything that goes kaput, or right down into there, goes down into one of our hoppers. It's nice. It's easy. Free ender pearls like crazy. I mean, you can just sit here and farm for hours. And it all goes into there, which eventually goes on into here. Now, yeah, it is a little big-ish. I made a lot of those fans to end up going and basically we blow all the mobs down. They fall down. And they land here. And then they get blown by the fan into the corner. So we end up with a whole bunch of ender pearls, whole bunch of bones, arrows, and pretty much everything we're going to need. And as you guys can probably expect, we end up with a good amount of EMC. So, today is going to be our finale day, and I'm looking to get the last 28%-ish of the mod pack all done today. Which means that there's going to be a lot of work we have to do. So picking up where we end up going and leaving off, so we still need some uranium. Which we have a little bit of money here. I do believe. So you can get 1,000 money for 16 bones. So let's get a little bit of money here. I think we can get a bit for rotten flesh as well. I'm not sure about arrows, but what about gunpowder? 2,000 money for 16 gunpowder. I will take that. So let us quickly run over here to our little... actually, it's right over there. I completely forgot where I even put it. Let's get a bunch of money. And with all that, 52,000 to be able to buy some uranium. With that uranium, we can just put that in there. And we can grab a full stack of uranium. And then we can go boom. So we have Neptunium. Which is... I'm not entirely sure where Neptunium comes in. I don't think that's in here, no. There's still actually a couple things here locked into red matter. But we probably won't be going and getting into those too much. So, moving on from there... picking up exactly where we ended up going and leaving off in the last episode, we were working towards the fission controller, which required a lot of those tough alloys. And that would be ferroboron and lithium, and ferroborium. Boron was steel and boron. And steel was just iron and crushed coal. So, let's see what we have here. So we have a little bit of steel. But we need bunches of iron. And coal. So that would be carbon. And let's go iron. Let's grab 3 stacks of iron here. So there we go. And carbon. You just put in there. And it's a whole bunch of coal. And that can go ahead and start crushing all of that coal that we're going to need. So we also need these, which are, so we need some furnaces, I believe. Okay, so we need 2 furnaces. That's easy. It's just a bit of cobblestone. So let's go ahead and make 2 of those. Boom. Just like so. So we also are going to need the machine chassis, which is a tough alloy, 4 steel, and 4 lead. So we have a tough alloy, we need 4 steel, and we need 4 lead. So let us go over here into lead, and get ourselves 4 lead. So from there, we should be able to go and make ourselves the machine chassis. So 4 lead, 1 in each corner. We have 1 tough alloy and 4 steel. Boom, we have a machine chassis just like that. So we have the central part done. We're going to need magnesium, diboride, and tough alloys. We did end up getting 2 magnesium whatever. I can't say that. But we're going to need 4. So we're going to need a little bit more. So how do we get this? Magnesium and boron. We have 1 magnesium, but we need 2 boron. So let's quickly grab that. We can put the rest back. We need 2 boron. And that was under our alloy smelter. So magnesium and boron. Boom. That will start going. That needs some coal. I've been smelting quite a bit of charcoal. So let's get that powered so that we can get that going. And over here, that is still going nicely. So it's cooking up a lot of coal for us, or a lot of charcoal, rather. And there we go. So we got those, but we also need some tough alloys, which is lithium and ferroboron, and that's steel and boron. So we need steel and we need some boron. So let's just grab a little bit of boron here. And that way, so it's steel and boron, I believe. So that's the first one going. We're going to need a lot of tough alloys to steel and lithium. Okay, so we need some lithium as well. Okay, let's make some lithium. And I think we had a couple in here as well. Yeah, we have lithium in there. So there's the ferroboron. Let's get steel as well, because we have the crushed coal we're going to need. And then we just take some iron plus crushed coal in our alloy smelter. And that way, we can start moving towards some fancy things. So do we have any more things in here? Graphite and chromium and graphite dust. We also had some basic plating, which will come in very handy. Now, while all this is happening, I think it might be prudent to grab some of our apples here. I say some, what I mean is all. Aside from the oak saplings. And let's run over here. We know exactly what we're doing here. Now, having this thing run actually also helps us a lot. Because that gives us like 3,000 EMC. So we're getting a good amount. Just from like auto, as it just runs on its own. So we can do that. We can start breaking up a bunch of these apples. And in fact, I'm kind of tempted to go and just like start breaking up some of these apples for us. So that way the apples can start going. There we go. Let the apples keep going. And that will take a while to end up going and a while to end up actually finishing. So in the meantime, let's just put some of the silicon in there, put some of the apples in there. And I guess we can put the carbon over there as well. So that should be done the ferroboron for the moment. But then we need to go and take that plus our lithium. And I forget what the exact things were for that. Okay, so it's a 1-to-1 makes 2. So that way we can make 22 tough alloys. Just like that. However, with the first two that we're about to get here, 66%, we can actually kind of see that up there on the top left as well. We don't need the mob fan, that's why I was looking to be able to make it. So we can take two of those. And with that, we can get the magnesium diabrite solenoids, which are the two that we're going to need here and here. So we have these three things right there. We do need some basic plating as well, which is graphite dust and lead. We have some graphite dust there, but we don't have any lead ingots. So let's get some lead. I'm just going to make a little extra lead. I think maybe 16 ingots should be enough. Okay, and then we can just do something like this. So we can get 18 plates. Now the reason why I made so many is we're going to need them here anyway. So we have that, and we also need some redstone. But we're probably going to need a bit more redstone, and I can't remember how to make it. Redstone was carbonate and iron oxide. So strontium carbonate and iron oxide. So strontium and carbon. Iron and oxygen. So let's just do that. Pause this. It doesn't like that recipe. Oh, strontium carbonate. And iron oxide. There we go. So there's the iron oxide. And then we need strontium carbonate. Which I think I have it backwards. No? Okay, so what was strontium carbonate there? That was for these. For being able to make redstone. Oh, carbonate. It actually legitimately needs calcium and carbon. So calcium and carbon. Okay, so let's try that. So we can pause that. Calcium and carbon. Maybe this way? Calcium ingots. No, we didn't want those. Okay. Just get rid of these. We have a whole bunch of cellulose, which we can then break down in just a second here. Silicon dioxide, all the sucrose there, and that's going nicely as well. But what was strontium carbonate? It was carbonate and strontium. And carbonate was carbon and oxygen. That's what it was. Oxygen. Couldn't remember. Just pause that. Swap those around. There we go. Carbonate. So we can take that out. We can put that in there and that in there to be able to swap these guys around. No? Strontium carbonate. Carbonate plus strontium. That's what it is. We'll keep going and mixing the order up. And then we can slap these two guys together to be able to make us so the redstone we're going to need. There we go. Okay, there we go. So it looks like it pretty much finished all of the apples. In the meantime, I'm just going to start putting these single things back. The calcium ingots I would like broken back down. So we can put these in there. And I guess we can put that in there as well. So this has made us quite a bit of tough alloys, which we can then use to be able to... I think we need 2 of these at least. So we need... Actually, we need 4 advanced plates, didn't we? Yeah, 4 advanced plates. So... let's get those. We only need 2. And then 2 more. There we go. 4 advanced plates. We are going to need the nuclear furnaces, which is, again, some more tough alloys. And we need 4 basic plating around each, so we need 8 more basic plating. Thankfully, we have just enough. And these are still going with our tough alloys. So we need more lithium and more ferroboron. So let's do this first. Do that. That, and what was it around the outside? It was basic plates? Yeah, basic plates. Makes a nuclear furnace. Also known as a kitchen nightmare. Makes sense. And I'm gonna need to make another one of those. So it's steel and boron. So we need steel and boron. So we only need to make one more of these, I believe. So let's get that going. And then we would have whatever comes out of there plus lithium, which will make the last two that we need to be able to essentially conclude that. So let's keep watching this thing here. 60-ish%. 90 ferroboron. Take that out. Let that go. And that should finish making us all the tough alloys that we need. So we're going to need 4 more of these. Basic plates. We're going to need the tough alloys and the furnace. So the second that this thing's done, we should be able to make ourselves the fission controller. Build a multi-block reactor using reactor casing, reactor cells, coolers, and moderator blocks. So this is going to be interesting. So we're making one of these, but I have no clue exactly how to go about it. It didn't pull from those. There we go. Nuclear furnace. And now we should be able to make a fission controller. So if we look in here, fission controller, and boom, splitting the atom. That actually concludes that quest there. Okay, Neptunium, how do we get this thing? It doesn't exactly say. So it doesn't exactly say how we even get Neptunium to begin with. Dissolve Neptunium. Fluid infuser or an isotope separator. So I guess we technically need to make ourselves a reactor. Fission controller, reactor casing, transparent casing, or a port. And I guess the port is pretty much the input. I have absolutely no clue how to actually go about this. But I guess let's just see how we go. So we need some tough alloys, which is ferroboron and lithium. Lithium. And then we need more steel, and steel is going to be just iron and crushed coal. So we can get that, making some steel. We have a bunch more crushed coal over here as well. So we can probably stick that in there. But the only other place that we really have to go is onto the tier 4 cobblestone generator, which we can't particularly make yet. I mean, I guess we have hellish matter, which is overworlding matter. So I guess to an extent we can do that, because I have gotten the zombie data model up to essentially the maximum level, just simply by killing a whole bunch of zombies. So we got up to the self-aware, which has, I guess, the highest chance of giving us something, but we probably need a bit more polymer clay. Clay, lapis, iron, and gold. So lapis, there's some clay, some lapis, iron, and gold. Iron, and let's go gold. So we need more clay, and I can't remember for the life of me how to make clay. Came from water, silicon, and aluminum. So aluminum and oxygen. Hydrogen and oxygen. So let's pause this. So we want aluminum and oxygen. Makes hydrogen oxide, or aluminum oxide rather. And then we have hydrogen and oxygen makes water. And then what was the third thing there? The third thing was silicon dioxide, which we have a whole bunch of over here. So if I pause this, put silicon dioxide there, put some water there, and aluminum oxide there, and resume that, we can get this. And that just simply turns into clay. So that was how we made clay. Yes, I have a clean inventory, mostly, for once. For once. Okay. So now that we have all the things that we need here, we should be able to make a little bit of polymer clay. So let's do 1, let's go 2, let's go 3, and let's go 4. So that way we can put these in here, start getting some overworlding matter, and some pristine zombie matter on top of that. So that way, we also are going to need a couple bones. We're going to need at least 8 bones. So let's just run over here to I don't even know what. And grab ourselves 8 bones. So we're also going to need, I believe, 8 netherrack. Let's confirm this. Each one of these makes 1. So we're going to need 16 netherrack. So we're going to need 60. I don't know how these things are getting anywhere. Okay, so let's go netherrack. And it's sulfur, zinc, and silicon. Silicon and oxygen. Silicon, oxygen. Pause that and basically say, hey, we want silicon and oxygen to get silicon dioxide. And in the meantime, we can also, again, keep our inventory as clean as we possibly can. We can actually even go so far as to put those in there. You can get the tough alloys. Tough alloys can go in there as well. We don't need those anymore, but we are going to need the bones for the moment. We also have the graphite dust, which can go over here. Now, pristine zombie matter, I'm not sure exactly what it does. That's actually gonna... It's gonna drain a lot of our power there, isn't it? You know why it's draining the power? Because... it's not able to be given power fast enough. Cannot begin energy levels. Yeah, so this thing is not actually giving any power. I need to remember. So what is this? I got no clue. So is this thing getting power? No. Neither is this one. So let's quickly break this down. It's fine. Let's break this. And then we can put it back down. Fill it up. Okay, it stays with all the things it had. We can put our deep mob learning here. And that way power can start going back into it. And then we need polymer clay. And then we just basically wait until it goes and gets enough to be able to actually do it. So it's a system energy level is critical. So when it gets enough, it will start going on and doing its thing. So let's just put these guys in there for the moment. And see what else we need. So again, netherrack, zinc oxide and sulfur, zinc and oxygen. zinc, oxygen, and sulfur. So if we go and put zinc and oxygen in there, resume that. Get 64 zinc oxide. Pause that. And was it this one? It was that one. Yeah, I got it backwards. So we can get a whole bunch of netherrack. And we can just put this away. Put that in there. Just keep letting it go, and it generates a whole bunch of EMC for us on its own. So this thing needs, I guess, a lot of power. Overworlding, yep. Max tier data model, which I'm guessing means we can get infinitely. So we need a netherrack, and then I think we need, like, what, 4? So we got 3 hellish matter. And then hellish matter plus a bone makes a single blaze rod. And once we get the blaze rods, then we can slap them around our cobblestone generator tier 3. Even though these things, is there any easier way to get these? Couldn't the pristine ones be turned into something? Overworlding matter. I thought that maybe... I guess it has to go in here, doesn't it? Yeah. So you get like 12,000, some mercury, and some silicon dioxide. So it just gives us a little bit of EMC. That's pretty much it for that. So we need more RF. So we need a whole bunch more power here. And this thing obviously isn't cutting it. Makes me wonder if we should go for the fusion controller to be able to go and make all the power things that we're going to need. Let's see. What do we have for generators? Because we have the simple Stirling generator. I don't know what a zombie generator is. Dark steel. I mean, it's doable. It is doable. Grains of Infinity, again, doable. Infinity Biometal Gear. Again, doable. It's just costs a whole bunch of Grains of Infinity. Which, of course, we can end up buying that from the shop and everything for, like, what, $5,000 each? Which is not too bad if we just get rid of a couple of the mobs. I've been trying to figure out here how... Yep, Skeleton is now self-aware. I think the only one left is Creeper. So we can just keep smacking him. Just keep doing our thing. Getting our near infinite EMC. And there you go. Okay. So again, now we only need 7 bones. I guess we may as well open up all the loot crates that we've gotten. Probably isn't a bad idea. Gold furnaces, grass blocks, an ender chest, charcoal chunks, some zen. Oh my gosh. I'm just gonna skip through this. Did that say Domino's? Domino's Special Pizza. We've successfully succeeded in something. I'm just trying to, like, time it right with my escape button. I guess Domino's Pizza was the lucky find. Acceleration card, whole bunch of money. So we actually got enough for nearly 4 grains of infinity from that. But we also got a whole bunch of garbage. Aside from the Domino's Pizza, I guess. Which I guess is nice. Speedy hoppers can go in there, ender chests, like, pretty much everything can go in there in all honesty. All these little charcoal chunks can go in there as well. Don't need those. Don't need that. Don't need the Zen. I have no clue what I'd use the Zen for. And this has gone forward. So it has 20,000 RF. So it is making the matter, but it's just making it so extremely slowly. So let's put these guys away. And in the meantime, let's quickly finish up grinding up our apples, shall we? The apples turn into a whole bunch of stuff for us. It's basically all the EMC will ever need. Put the grass there. Heck, we can even put the netherrack there. We can just wait until all the apples are done. Like, look at that. So we get 21 items every single cellulose we put through this thing. That can go in there. That's 128. So how's it going? So it needs like 30,000 RF just to go through this one time. So again, we can make a second Hellish Matter for the second Blaze Rod. Yeah. Apples most certainly are overpowered, and let's test this. Again, a stack of EMC here. So let's leave that one. That's 512 EMC. Actually, let's put that in now and not count it. So a stack of apples, or not even a stack of apples. Like, this is just one little stack of some stuff there. So we go from 31,000 EMC to just over 35,000. So every single one of these is 4,000. So that's 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24, 28, 32. Well, 32. Let's just say we have several thousand. And this, sucrose, cellulose. You think cellulose is 21? No. Sucrose is where it's at. 46 things. It just keeps going. It just keeps going. You can't grab it fast enough. Like, it's not even done to stack, and we're like still going through 39,000, 40,000. And it's nearly done. It's nearly done. 45,000, so nearly 46,000. So that sucrose, oh boy. It's like, what, 6,000 each. And the rest, well, I mean, the aluminum and all that fancy stuff, I guess, it can go to the back. So this is, it's going. I kind of want to make a second generator here. What? How? I think it came down from up there. So let's see. Stone gears and furnaces. It's literally just some sticks and some cobble. So cobblestone. Let's do that. Let's make another 3 generators, shall we? 1, 2, 3. And here's the sticks. There you are. Let's go 8. And then you can just break these up to make ourselves 8 stone gears. And for that, we can make... Well, we need the pistons. So we need at least 3 pistons. So you need 3 iron and 3 redstone. And probably a little bit more cobble. Let's go over to our still waiting cobble. And iron, I guess we can just grab some. Let's grab 4, because 4 is a good number. We can go over here. And say, hey, want to make a couple pistons, please? Let's do that. Those, and 3 pistons. And then you can just go ahead and you can make 3 Stirling generators. Because why not? This thing needs power. And let's give it some power, shall we? Oh, here, you get a stack, and you get a stack, and you get a stack, and heck, you know what? You get a stack too. I think it likes that. Engaged enemy, pristine procurement. That's a lot better. Oh, you know what I just realized? Our machine's been slacking. They've been slacking on us. We need more charcoal, please. Start making more. You're not done. There you go. Oh, I guess that one was kind of done. But this one, heck no. It doesn't have enough. Needs more charcoal. There's some steel for us as well. So this is actually starting to go nicely. So there we go. 2 more hellish matter. Which you can then use to go and make our 3rd blaze rod. Zen trees. Zen trees. Oh, like little Zen. Oh, I see what you're going for. Let's put these things away. You know, gotta keep our inventory somewhat clean. We need that. We don't need those, though. And heck, let's put the charcoal away. Keep that going. Start making us more. Another stack of charcoal there. Now we're actually gaining RF faster than we actually are losing it. So that's very good, which means this thing is going to just keep running and running and running. So it did fail on the pristine mob matter, but that's fine. There we go, 4. Maybe a hellish matter. So what else do we have to do, aside from going for the tier 4 cobblestone generator? I guess Neptunium, but it doesn't really say where we get it from. If you get it from Neptunium, an isotope, it does say under nuclear craft. It's 237 and 236. Decay Hastener. Californium. What? What? I'm not understanding this. So it's 1,024, so it's 16,000 EMC for all of those. But it comes from these things, which they somehow get this. It comes from fluorine. How do you get molten lead? It comes from Neptunium 236 and 237. Which come from that, which comes from this. Can I get to anything I understand here? I'm just scared now. I'm actually very happy. Just go with some of that. Go with the matter. The hellish matter is making me feel a lot better. Because I am so confused. So we can do that. I love how it's charging the EMC, even for this thing. Like, it's fully done. It's fully filled. There we go. 2 more, but we need 4. So you need to go faster there. Whatever the heck you are. You've done 46 iterations. And you succeeded in pristine zombie matter. Do we have enough polymer clay? I don't know. I can't confirm. Let's just run over here, swing at these guys a couple times. I don't know why, I just want to get rid of something. So let's get rid of these guys. While we wait for it to keep going through its iterations. So that's gone. Sure. Let's get rid of the skeleton too. All those guys came flying on down. And like, look at that. We finally have enough ender pearls to take care of ourselves for forever. So we can do one more of these. And we're half done, well, nearly all done the blaze rods. We actually only need 3 more. How'd you get down here, Mr. Spider? So you go away and you go away. It's nearly done that. And then we're done the cobblestone generator tier 4. That's basically where it looks like it almost ends, unless it goes on from Neptunium. Because we have, again, still an incomplete periodic table. I'm not seeing Neptunium in there, but I'm seeing like all the red matter stuff. But we're not going into fancy red matter. Don't believe so anyway. So, what do we have? So yeah, we have the cellulose repeatable. 90-something%. We only need like 1 more cellulose and then it's happy. So these are done. And actually we need 1 more. So we should have enough polymer clay in theory. Should have enough. 80, 90. There we go, thank you. There we go. 2 more. 6. And then we can literally grab this cobblestone generator. Let's actually do it. Well, actually, should we do this? Let's break the hopper. Because we don't need to figure out what ground up cobblestone generator looks like. That probably wouldn't look good. It's just like, oh, look, it turned into like a whole bunch of random materials. Can put the cobblestone away. And we only need, what, 4 more? Yeah, we only need like 4 more netherrack. So you can put those away. 2, 3, and we need 1 more to make 1 more. So we literally need, I think, 4 more. So we need 8 more overworlding matter, and then we're done with that. Because that makes 1. So actually, we need 12 more overworlding matter. The second that that's done, we get a little bit of money. And that should be pretty much it. Because these are all repeatable. Like, we can get money for all those things, but we don't really need the money anymore. So it says 74% done. I hope it doesn't count the repeatables. And the reason why it says finale is this is actually the last episode of Chemical Exchange. I actually believe that the second that we're done completing all of these, that's pretty much all there really is to it. That's basically us having completed the pack at least as much as the main quests will allow us. Because after we get this cobblestone generator and everything, if it doesn't give us any extra quests or something down here, then I mean, I don't know what else to do. So let's do this. Then 2 more. And we're up to 7. So we only need another 8 more overworlding matter. We have 10 more polymer clay. And I know. But that basically means that we will essentially have completed the entire pack. It's all that the actual quest book has to offer. Yep, we have a mob farm. We completed our mob farm. I'm actually very happy with that. And then we completed all of our trees to get the unlimited EMC. We made the fission controller. I mean, I'm not going to bother making a giant fusion reactor. So there's 4, and then we have to go add in another quest book thing. If only I knew how that worked. If only I could make my own mod pack and understood like how to actually make a proper quest with like actual start here, and start working your way down into various areas, various things, and then you start ending with making a whole bunch of things, like the simulation chamber and all of that fun stuff. So 6. So we only need 2 more. So let's quickly go, and I don't know where that Enderman thought he was going. He's trying to get out, but it's not going to work. But again, I'm not really sure how to get the Neptunium. It's about the problem that I have. 7, and we should be able to get our 8th. There we go, 8. And with that, we can split these up. Split these up. Make ourselves the last blaze rod. Make ourselves a tier 4. So this one makes 1 cobblestone every 10 ticks. This is 1 cobblestone every 5 ticks. So you can put that up there. Ooh, there is a bit more. Emeralds. Beryl, chromium, and vanadium. Beryllium, aluminum, silicon, and oxygen. We don't even have beryllium. Ooh, there we go. There's something. So how did we get beryllium? So where does this come from? It comes from Beryl. Prismarine shards, which is overworlding matter plus nether quartz. And nether quartz to overworlding matter plus nether quartz. Is it in here? Okay, let's quickly look this up here. Beryl came from Prismarine shard, which is simply just a nether quartz and overworlding matter. Okay. And then from there, so we need to, I think, yeah, so we need to dissolve the Prismarine shards in here. Oh, it ran out of power again. So boom. Let's put Prismarine shards in there to get ourselves some Beryl. And then we can break the Beryl down into beryllium, which can then start going in here, and then we can learn a whole bunch of new things. Also, I think the cobalt, illuminate, I think we have learned it before, right? Yeah, we have. So we have gone through cobalt, so you can put these guys away. Cobblestone can go up there. So, let's make some emeralds, shall we? So we need beryl, chromium, and vanadium. We have a little bit of beryl here. We need chromium and vanadium. We don't have vanadium either. Okay, so how are we getting that? Comes from vanadium or spider eyes. Flesh, apple, mushroom, and matter. That's easy. That's easy. That's easy. Where do we get mushroom? Cellulose and whatever the literal heck this thing is. Carbon, hydrogen, nitrogen, oxygen, phosphorus. Carbon. Hydrogen. Nitrogen. Oxygen. And phosphorus. Pause that. Carbon. Hydrogen. Nitrogen. Oxygen. Phosphorus. Boom. Make me whatever the literal heck that is. And then... So that is... cellulose and that. So we have a whole bunch of cellulose. So we can pause that. Make us some mushrooms. With these mushrooms, we can just go and we can make ourselves a spider eye. Apple, flesh, matter. So apple, flesh, matter, and mushroom. So flesh, thank you. Apples, thank you. And then we can do apple, flesh, matter, and that makes us some spider eyes. And those spider eyes, once we grab all that stuff, gives beta carotene and protein. Okay. Oh, what am I doing in chemical combiner? I meant to put it in here. So then, we're going to need to break down one of these to get tungsten. How exactly was I getting that? %1 chance. I don't really like my odds with a 1% chance of something. We went through the motions. Because this is the last episode, I am not going to go for a 1% chance. Let's go with vanadium, please. Let's assume that I did get the 1 vanadium from that. Because I'm not going to keep doing those just to be able to go on and on and on and on. Continues. I mean, to an extent. This is technically still the last episode. Chromium, what do we have? Potassium. So we have chromium and everything. So we can do that. So we need beryl, vanadium, and chromium. We don't have any... Okay, we have chromium, vanadium, and chromium, vanadium, and then we can do beryl. Here we go. So we can pause that. Oh, we have butane. So we pause this. Get these 3. Probably in this order. No? Okay, what's the order that we have here? Beryl, chromium, and vanadium. So chromium. So we have beryl, chromium, and vanadium. And why will it not work? Let's see. 8. Oh, it's 8 beryl for 1. Okay. Beryllium, aluminum, silicon, oxygen. Beryllium. Silicon. Oxygen. Oh, we're out of EMC. Let's rectify this, shall we? Did that say learned? Huh. So let's get some sucrose done. Boom. Here we go. Get all the stuff that we need. I'm sorry, Shapey. Though realistically, I'm not going to make 5,000 spider eyes for the 1% chance, because knowing my luck, I know my luck. So let's do that. We can get these. Silicon dioxide is fine, but we need more sucrose. So let's put the sucrose in there. There we go. Start breaking through all of these. We're up to nearly 40,000 EMC already. And remember, Sheepy, this isn't the first time. Remember the last, like, 0.01% chance of getting something. Oh, God. Oh, God. Okay. So, if we put these things away, we can put these away. we have one single overworlding matter that can also be put in here. So, now, we need to make quite a bit. Barrel. Beryllium, aluminum, silicon, oxygen. Beryllium. Aluminum. Silicon. And oxygen. I think we need a little bit of extra. So we can take these out. Pause that. Beryllium, aluminum, silicon, oxygen. Boom. That makes us a little bigger barrel because we have to use a lot of oxygen and a lot of silicon. So let's put these away. Oxygen. And silicon, please. So there we go. And if I basically say, hey, why did it stop? So there we go. Continue that. Keep going through. We need a little bit more silicon, a bit more oxygen. And there we go. So we got 25 barrel. That should be good. So we can put the rest of our stuff away. So we have beryllium. So 8 each. So we need 64. We need 64 barrel. We need 64 barrel. Oh boy. So, going back to here, beryllium, aluminum, silicon, oxygen. Beryllium. Actually, let's grab 2. Aluminum. Silicon. And oxygen. So silicon and oxygen we want a lot of. Recipe's still locked, so that helps. So they keep making that. So we probably need a bit more beryllium. So we can put that in there. Silicon, oxygen, aluminum. And we're out of oxygen again. Let's do this. That. So there we go. Now we have enough. Now we have enough. Now we're good. Okay. So we have a little bit of extra barrel. It's fine. So, moving on. Chromium and vanadium. So we need chromium and vanadium. So we can unlock the recipe, pause it, barrel, chromium, vanadium. And I think we need, what, one more, a little bit more vanadium? So let's quickly grab some of this, put that in there. Grab a bit more here, and that's still not enough. I think we actually legitimately need 8 vanadium. So let's try that. Let's go vanadium again, and still not? Okay, what's missing here? 8, 8, 4. 8, 8, 4. There we go. So, that will allow us to go and turn our tier 4 into a tier 5. 1 cobblestone every tick. So let's do this. Let's make one of these. Is it any better? No, it doesn't really look like it. So it ends off with cobblestone generator tier 5, or this monstrosity that puts cobblestone through here so fast that the power nearly can't even keep up. This thing already has 2 million RF, and it's still going through all those things. So yeah, so this is actually coming along very nicely as well. So you can put that away, we can put that away. It says 75% done, but what's the problem here? What are we missing? I'm sorry, Sheepy. But some things need to be done. And waiting for a 0.01 or a 0.1 chance, it's a little too low for me. Oh gosh, what have I done? I just pinned this one? Nope. So what else is there aside from the Neptunium that we already confirmed comes from something? I'm saying something. I mean, it'd be nice if this is like plutonium. But it comes from LEP fuel, which means plutonium, which needs to be infused with oxygen to get. It's... oh gosh, I'm sorry. Neptunium, I have no clue how in the heck to get this. Some of their atomic numbers. Well, it's like Neptunium 93. 100% chance to come from a Neptunium ingot, which comes from the chemical combiner. 75%. So how else are we supposed to get this? Is this a... I'm guessing it probably is a fission, like an actual whole, like, nuclear craft build or something. Like, maybe Neptunium comes from that off of plutonium. Which does kind of make sense a little bit. Oh god. You have like a spider over there, baby zombie running up there. I have absolutely no clue where to start with that. I know we had a fuel reprocessor. Extracts materials from depleted fuel. So I know that we have this thing. What is it? That's a nuclear craft item. So let us just maybe go over here and here. Casing incomplete. No cells. What do we have for cells? Energy cells? Reactor cell. Used in fission reactors to have sufficient fuels. The more cells placed, the more rapidly fuel is used. 4 ending with another cell. Lithium ion cell. Which is diamonds, which are easy, and graphite ingots. To store stuff. But I have no clue how to end up going on and actually making that gosh darn thing. Which is weird. Yeah, missing polymer. Yeah, that's fine. Because we already have the deep learner. The only thing that's missing, I guess, is the creeper data model. So I need to get rid of, like, what? Like, 10 more creepers? 11 or so. 11, yeah, 11 or so more creepers. Which, that will give us that. So let's eat Domino's special pizza. It'd be nice if it gave me some sort of speed boost or something. But our EMC is going pretty good. So, let's grab some Neptunium here. So let's grab one of these. Act as if it didn't happen. And does that actually lead anywhere? That's the bigger question. So we need more EMC. So this is actually... wow, that's actually going pretty nicely. So let's break this down. Wow. It's making cobblestone so quickly that our generator can't even keep up. So let's keep grabbing that. Let's let it do its thing. Charge up a little bit more power. And grab our Neptunium. Which leads into plutonium. Which this for sure comes from our little reactor. So basically what it's saying is it wants me to set up a reactor to begin with. Because Neptunium, no clue where that comes from. Plutonium, no clue how to exactly go and make the gosh darn thing, even though that is filling in some of the gaps here. So, at the same time, let's just grab some plutonium. Let's see if there's any actual building here. So what is that? Same value as everything else? Okay. So again, same thing, same value. Okay, here's some building, here's some building, here's some building. Here's some building. So Americium, dark matter, and energy condenser Mark II. We have the energy condenser back here, which I can grab. So we have the energy condenser. I just have absolutely no clue how to actually make that gosh darn fission thing. Which that's where the last 23% is going to be. In the Mark II energy condenser. Okay. Now we're starting to get serious. If you could stop bouncing in front of me, please. Okay. Dark matter. We can do this. So we need coal and plutonium, which is doable. Can we just do charcoal and plutonium, potentially? So let's grab some of the plutonium that we have. And just do that. No, it specifically needs to be coal. Which is annoying. Let's grab all this stuff now that it's all filled up with power. And see what we can do. So that goes there. So we need carbon. Let's just grab a whole bunch of carbon here. Because that has to go in there. And let's lock the recipe. Just want a stack of coal. Actually, we're going to need more than a stack of coal, aren't we? Because we're about to do some fancy ender pearl stuff. Okay, so that should be okay for now. So then we need to grab some plutonium. Put that there, put that there. So that makes us alchemical coal. Plutonium is super expensive. And then the alchemical coal. Let's blaze powder. Germanium, carbon, and sulfur. So let's grab all the sucrose that we have. I'm kind of thinking we don't need you. There's skystone there. So let's put this over here. Let's grab maybe 2 of these generators here, actually. So that way we can start going and getting a good amount of power to you. So that way it runs 24/7. Then we can just fill this on up. Which means, in theory, if I fill it up with some sucrose now, power is going down, but it's not going down as fast as it could be. So, also, let's get that charging up. Grab some of these. Get that charging up, and grab this one. Just to get number 3, and keep it charging. And sure, you can just go over there, because I didn't know what to do with you. That can get out. Hello there, Mr. Spider. Okay, so I can check that out. Look down in here and just grab whatever it makes. Because this should run nearly 24/7 now. It should never, ever, ever run out of fuel. Unless I let it. So, again, put more sucrose in there. Just keep grabbing all the stuff out. And filling up our EMC table here. I guess we don't really need the string. So that way we can just grab this. Let it do its thing. Oh! Wait a second. We learned alchemical coal. Wait a second here. Wait a second. Okay, so if I put this in here. So if we fill this up again. All the power. Keep on grabbing this. Keep on filling it up. So from what that's saying, I'm just going to put that there. I don't need all this coal. That's basically what it's saying there. Because that means to make one of these, which is blaze powder, it's germanium, carbon, sulfur. Germanium, carbon, and sulfur. And how much do we need? Actually, we only really need one, don't we? We need 4 of these and 1 of those. So if I pause the recipe, say germanium, carbon, sulfur, but I only put in 1 sulfur. 2, 3, 4. There we go. 1 blaze powder. No. Stop. 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 Bad zombie. Oh my god, they're spawning up there. Okay. So we have 1 blaze powder. If we do this, make Mobius fuel this time. Put the Mobius fuel in there. Then we can grab 4 Mobius fuel. Plus an ender pearl. Okay, ender pearls. So Mobius fuel plus an ender pearl is the Eternus whatever fuel. And you need 8 of that plus a diamond block. So let's break down some ender pearls, shall we? Fill this up. 60,000, 70,000. Let's keep going. 100,000. Here we go, here we go, here we go. Keep grinding up those ender pearls. $140,000. There we go. These are going nicely. Whoopsie, I need that. I don't need the string, though. Okay, so let's keep going. Grinding up the ender pearls. Okay, you're good. 150. 180. Very nice. Let's throw a couple things out of this. Don't need that. Don't need that. Okay, fine. You guys can go over there. Keep grabbing that up. And put some ender pearls in there. Keep it coming. Keep it coming. Stack of ender pearls, my goodness. Let's put you in there. Keep grinding. 200,000. Coming up on 300,000 there. Just from ender pearls, though. Let's put you in. Because it gives all the mercury and the neodymium, whatever. Excuse me. That didn't go in. But that did. Ender pearls all ground up. Gives us 350,000 EMC. So now we need a diamond block. Which basically means we need a inventory full of carbon. We want to pause that recipe. And then we want to basically block it as diamonds, please. So carbon. Let's keep grabbing some. 4, 5, 6, nearly 7. So there we go, that should be enough. 7 and 8 diamonds. Boom. So that way we can put the rest of the carbon away. We can put our coal over here. Put our cobble over there. And then we need 8 of that fuel. Actually, we need 9, don't we? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. So let's pause that. Get the recipe in. Get our 9th diamond. Make that into a diamond block. And make some dark matter. Otherwise known as 257,000 EMC each. Red matter, on the other hand, oh god. Red matter is 936,000 EMC. Now, what I'm wondering here is this thing. The energy condenser. If I put something in here, doesn't condense that. How about arrows? No, I have no clue how to use this thing. All I know is we need 900,000 EMC and we only had 350,000. How about some charcoal? No? Okay, how do we use an energy condenser? Okay, so let's break this thing. Break this thing. What if we try something like this? What if we have the energy condenser here, speedy hopper there, and this feeding in? You happy? I mean, it fills up, but it doesn't do anything. Okay. So how do we use the energy condenser? Because there's no way in the heck we're gonna get... Yeah, that comes from the crazy things. And that's red matter and dark matter blocks. 3.7 million. So that's 16 million basically. So it's 20 million just to go and get an energy condenser Mark II. Well, I mean, we had enough EMC to begin with. And then we found out we didn't. So it's either that or there. So somehow we need millions of EMC. cobblestone a tick. But even that isn't particularly realistic. Okay, so let's just fill it up. And let that just keep going. Taking a cobblestone a tick, so I guess we don't want to do that then. Can you compress the cobblestone? I forget. No. So we just have this useless cobblestone here. Get off my island. You can get off, and you can get off. Or a pile works too. Sure. Enjoy. So, the real only thing that's left of the mod pack is, I guess, if you really want to grind for years. Red matter, dark matter, energy condensers. Yes, I see you, Mr. Creeper. You're fine. And the Americium, whatever. But, again, the periodic table looks like it's missing things. It really does. I mean, this thing... Yeah, we're, I guess, close to it. But, I mean, at this point in time, I mean, I feel like we've pretty much done it all. We've pretty much done everything here. Aside from the extremely crazy grindy things, which are going to take hours upon hours upon hours to do. And I do mean hours upon hours. So, with this last 22% it looks... I mean, granted, we did kind of go in through these little bits here. We did kind of just squeeze on through, but we did get the dark matter in a legit way. Because we were able to legitimately get dark matter. It's going to take decades to do anything else. Unless I could figure out how to go and work this machine. The energy condenser, which... I don't particularly know how it works. I mean, that goes in there, and it does something. I wonder if it's like... Let's do something. I mean, it doesn't hurt to do a test. So what if we do something kind of like... where'd they all go? Probably put them all over here. So what if we did something kind of like this? Put this thing on the bottom. Put that on top. Then put the chemical dissolver there. Then went up a bit. Again, putting the speedy hopper here. And then the cobblestone generator on top. How'd that go? Stuff goes in there, but what is it doing here? I'm not entirely sure. It condenses it, I guess. But this type of stuff, the silicon dioxide, ends up actually getting stuck in there. And this thing doesn't even have power to begin with, so... let's power it. Let's get 3 of these power sources here. So let's put a power source here. Power source here. Power source here. I mean, we're basically just at the testing and experimentation stage at this point. So what happens if we do that? So that starts filling it up, and it actually goes into here. Down at the bottom, but, I mean, I guess technically wouldn't any other way work too? And then... I guess... you do something... along the lines of... okay, well, this thing obviously needs charcoal. That doesn't. And then you could just go like up like this. And basically put something kind of like maybe 2 things in there, 2 things in there, two things in there. I guess we could kind of fill that up. And that would just infinitely make stuff. That I guess we could turn it all into things. It's probably not an efficient way at all. I mean, honestly, as much as it may be fun, there's not really anything else to do. It's the only sad part. That's why I'm doing like a little bit of experimentation right now. Of like, what if we built some giant crazy contraption? And then I guess on top of that, we could go and we could put furnaces. I mean, I'm not exactly sure what to do here. I'm just screwing around. So what if we did that? And then we could put some furnaces here. And if we put some things in the furnaces, so let's quickly go down here. Because I know we have a lot of wood. So we could grab like a whole bunch of wood. And with all of this wood, we could... Well, step one would be, of course, filling these up. So get that going. Just make sure that's going. I guess we could just grab a bit of here. Get that going. So that goes into the chests to burn that, which makes a constant stream of charcoal for these generators, which means a constant source of power for our cobblestone generator to be able to go and just make a whole bunch of stuff. I mean, I guess that could work. I guess we could probably actually grab 2, 3, 4. So let's just grab a whole bunch of iron here. Turn some iron into some of these. And then a whole bunch of this into these, which can then become chests. And the chests become hoppers. Just normal hoppers are fine. So then we could just go up here. And then basically put these up here. And then put some chests on top of this to be filled up with oak wood. And the oak wood would get a constant stream of these filling up to be made into charcoal, which will immediately get pulled down. But we need a source of charcoal. Okay, well, let's try this. So we need a source of charcoal, too. So what if we made 3? And make some more chests here. This is an ugly little thing. I'm having fun. And then we could make one of these. So 3 more, and that means we need 3 more chests. And then we could go back on up here. And up we go. Which this will be a source of fuel. So this will be for the charcoal. There we go. Charcoal there, and let me run, please. Okay, there we go. And charcoal in here. So then we can grab these. We can actually look a little under. Whoops. Did that destroy something? It destroyed something with wood. Well, wood would be going up there. So what if we grabbed some charcoal from this and then put it in there? And that fills these up. And then directly below them, the hoppers for chests, which are slowly filling these up. What the literal heck? Oh, hey there, Mr. Zombie and Spider and all the weird things. I know, they like the contraption. And then we would have charcoal, so we'd want at least like 3 stacks of charcoal in there, 3 stacks of charcoal in there, 2 stacks of charcoal in there. And then we'd want to put more wood in here, more wood, more wood. And then I guess you could make a selective hopper that only takes wood and only fills the things up with wood up there at the top, but that's basically what it's come down to. That's all that's left of this mod pack is to do this, which is not really feasible. It's a proper continuation. I mean, if you guys would like to go, if you guys would like to see more, I'd like at least maybe 10 comments from 10 different people saying, hey, we want one more episode of this. We want to see how messy and maybe get a couple of these machines going and like all that crazy stuff. So if that happens, I mean, I wouldn't have any issues, but if it doesn't happen, I mean, it's not really feasible. Because this is what we have. If I put one of these in here, it makes iron. And there we go, there's our stack and a bit of iron. Which, yay, we got 10,000 EMC in all this time. We just got all that. So yeah, this is our machine. Whatever, this has like no power, this has like full power. Like some of these chests, but it's all going into the hoppers. We're just cooking up all that wood. Getting all of the friends to comment. And make sure you like the video. If you get 100 likes, no. 100 likes, oh god. I'm a couple of years away from that. But, so, let us just go ahead. And pretty much go, we can pretty much say this is where it ends. I know you do. I know this is where you want to go. This is what you want to continue. Did it just transmute? Hold on. There's 8,000. So it transmutes it into whatever... Huh. That's interesting. For sure. But yeah, aside from, I guess, the last couple there, and I guess there's a bit more, like, red matter armor or something. Let's look at this. Yep, we have, like, the full red matter armor, dark matter armor, red matter furnaces, dark matter furnaces, all of those things. But with that in mind, that is probably where I'm going to be going and ending off today's episode. With the awful monstrosity behind me here. So if you guys did enjoy the Chemical Exchange series and everything, feel free to go. Feel free to leave a big thumbs up down below. Feel free to maybe just comment on your favorite part in the entire video. And keep in mind, if we do manage to get 10 comments and at least 10 likes, I will continue where we leave off. With I don't even know what the heck is going on. But hopefully you guys enjoyed. And if you guys did enjoy the content in general, please consider going and dropping a subscription. So have a great night, and I will see you guys in the next episode.